We had a dance battle at work. I need to know if this has happened at someone else's job. Please let me know in the comments, because I've never seen anything like this. Like me, and we'll call these two kids, we'll call them Mr. W and Bound, like the Kanye song Bound to. These two guys, they're younger. They're probably like 21, 22. So it's like their first professional job. But these kids, like, two of the funniest people I've ever worked with. Like, I just enjoy that shit. Like, when you have guys like that, they're just like, hey, we're going to try to, even though we have shitty jobs, like, let's try to enjoy the day as much as possible. Makes things go by way quicker. And I think a lot of people can relate to that shit. We're going up to unload pallets of soda. Bound hits the most white boy move ever. And then next thing you know, Mr. W is like, oh, are we doing this right now? Are we doing this, bro? And then starts hitting moves. Every day with these guys, it's like being on an episode of The Office. Like, you just never know what's going to happen. And it is like the most entertaining shit ever. So I was like, oh, they're for real. And they both start going back and forth with like six or seven dance moves. We have a winner. And I just started filming it. I threw on the Gunna song, Him All Along, and they just started going back and forth. And we were just waiting for somebody to crack and laugh, and finally Mr. Bound laughed, and that was it. But oh my God, dude, that was one of the funniest fucking things ever. And I think that's one thing, like, it's kind of weird to be in the social media space because don't get me wrong, I have a passion for telling stories and making content. I really enjoy the digital side of this stuff. But some of what I would consider some of the most talented, funniest people I've ever met, like, they just don't have any desire, or they're afraid to make their own shit. Mr. W, like, some of the stories and things that he does at work, like, this kid could be his own comedian. Like, he's freaking hilarious. Same thing with the other kid. Like, they're just goons, and they're some of the funniest kids that I've met. And I've got a lot of friends that I've had for a long time that, like, they're hilarious like that. But, whether it's just fear of, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's fear of failure or, just fear of getting out of your comfort zone. And I get it. Like, it's taken me a really long time to get comfortable on camera. And even to this day, like, every time I post, I'm terrified. Like, I'm terrified if I violate a guideline, it's going to take away a source of income for me. I never know. Like, dang, like, I hope I make it. I don't know if I'll make it, but I'm going to keep trying. I think not even just with social media content, but just in general, like, just if you have a dream or you have something that you believe in, just keep swinging. No matter how many times you strike out, just keep taking your shots, because at the end of the day, I think if you're persistent and you believe in yourself, you'll get good enough at whatever craft it is to make it happen and make a living for you. I think just believe in that. And it's hard, right? Like, everyone's just waiting to share their opinion on something, especially when it's with somebody else's dream. They want to tell you how they feel about it or what you should or shouldn't do. And what you have to remember is, if they're not the ones taking action, then don't listen to them. If you're the one taking action and the initiative to do it, then trust your instincts, follow your heart, and pray to God. Like, as human beings, like, we have no clue. We try to act like we do. We don't fucking know. We might know a little bit about things here and there off of years of research and study, but all the research and study is just based off the people that had the balls to take the action to do it. So that would be my biggest piece of advice. Because, like, that's one thing with, like, the social media. They think you're a narcissist for doing social media. And it's like, yeah, I hear you, right? Like, I'm the one that talks. It's from my perspective. It's my stories. But my goal is to be able to have a podcast and social media content with my family and friends. But they're all doing well with their normal 9-to-5s that they've chose to do, right? So until I make it big enough that I have something better to offer to them than a 9-to-5, then this is mine, and I have to own it. I'm not going to put someone else's face out there to try to make my social media channel pop. Like, this is mine. I have to own it until it's big enough that I can put a team together. The same thing with the films and everything else that I'm trying to do is, like, until I can be good enough at my own craft to be able to put a team together, then right now it's me and God, and that's how it is. And I think that's, for anybody, like, I think that's the toughest part about chasing a dream is you go through steps and phases of it where it's like it's you, and there's going to be days where you feel like you're never going to make it. There's going to be days where you're tired and the content you feel like you're putting out is not good enough. And I guess I'll always say this, like, my biggest piece of advice to anybody out there who's chasing a dream is just, no matter how shitty it gets, just to keep taking steps. Even if it's little baby steps, just try to get 1% better every single day, right? And I hear you. Like, I'm not saying I'm David Goggins or anything like that, but, like, I do believe just faith, consistency, and belief in what you're doing. And it's got to be something that you love. Because if you don't love it and you don't enjoy doing it, you're not going to be able to fake all those reps again and again and again and be able to go through all the ups and downs of trying to make it happen. Occasionally people will be like, damn, that's cool. You got a lot of followers on TikTok. Are you doing well on TikTok? And it's like, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But if you knew the goal, like, I'm not even fucking close to where I'd like to be. You know what I mean? But again, you have to own that. Like, yeah, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm never going to stop trying to get to where I think I need to be. And I can only speak from my own perspective, but I feel like just life in general, like, it is so hard to balance and understand, like, the emotional ups and downs and all the tests that life puts you through. Like, not even just, like, how you feel on a day-to-day basis, because you can't let emotion get in the way of motion. But you can't let your feelings get in the way of, like, what you're trying to do with your life. And I think that's probably the toughest thing to navigate is, like, a bad day or a bad moment. That doesn't define where you're at or where you're trying to go. Like, you just gotta keep pushing. My biggest piece of advice is, like, life will always have problems, whether it's money, relationships, business, career. There's always going to be some problem in life. And I kind of feel like that's just life's way of testing your faith and dedication to whatever it is that you want your life to look like. I think if you can just face the test of life on 10 toes and just keep smiling in the face of adversity, whatever that adversity looks like for you, and you just keep pushing ahead, you will find a way. And I think that's the biggest thing I always try to remind myself is, like, yeah, like, I might not be the best storyteller in the world right now, but my goal is to just be good enough that I don't have to do anything but tell stories. And I think as long as you keep that mindset of I'm focused on my dreams and my goals and I'm going to see where they take me, and you bet on yourself, I think that's way better than quitting on whatever it is that you really want to do with your life, settling into a 9-to-5 corporate position at whatever company it is, and you go in every single day knowing, I don't really want to do this, but I have to because I'm afraid that I can't make money doing what I really want to do. Or I'm afraid of what people will think if I go start being the person that I actually want to be. I think that is a way worse existence to live. And then you never know, right? Like, even if you chase whatever it is that you want to do with your life and you fail, at least you know that you tried and you can rest easy at night. Like, yeah, I had to take a 9-to-5 job, but at least I chased my dream. At least I had the balls to go try, you know? I would rather go out swinging than never even step up to bat. I'm not sitting here saying I'm some life guru and I have shit figured out, because I don't. But I do know that, like, I'm going to continue to chase my dreams, and I'll never let a bullshit job or fear of not having enough money or fear of failure or fear of what somebody else thinks of me impact me chasing what I love. And I wish for the world that more people would do that for themselves. Only you know what you really want to do with your life. Only you know who you are in your heart of hearts. And if you live by that standard for yourself and you chase that, then everything that's meant to be for you, it will be. So that's my spiel on here. That's what I thought of today after reflecting on the dance battle that I witnessed at a job that none of us are really happy in, but we keep going in because we need the money and is where we're at. Talks with Tom. Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be
to me.